A little beefing couldn't hurt nobody. Well, in the rap game, beefing can in fact hurt, even to the point of ending lives. Today, we look at some of the craziest rap beefs that went too far. Youngboy and Durk. The fiery, never-ending feud between Youngboy and Durk has been going on for years now, and it's only getting worse. It all started back in March of 2019 when deceased rapper King Von dissed Youngboy for capping in his lyrics and that he isn't about that life. A year later, King Von had his life taken by an associate of Quando Rondo, who happens to be Youngboy's close friend. Durk, who was a close friend and affiliate of King Von, pinned Youngboy for taking Von's life and decided to throw shots at him in the track Aha. Durk flames Youngboy and his associates as he connects them directly to the passing of Von, but Youngboy fired back with a diss at Durk titled I Hate Youngboy, where the Outside Today rapper threw shade towards Durkio and his then fiancée, India Royale. For a while, it seemed the beefing had faded out. That was until a few weeks ago when rap show host DJ Academics took to Instagram Live claiming that Durk and Youngboy had squashed the beef.
Now that beef is squashed. You ain't here? I'm serious. I might have forgot to tell the public that. Durk and Youngboy don't got beef no more.
Sure enough, this sparked attention from Durk and Youngboy, escalating their beef even more. A few hours later, Durk went on Instagram to post a subliminal message which revealed the beef was in fact not over, and seemed to diss Academics as well as Youngboy. Youngboy also jumped on Twitter to seemingly dispute Academics' claim by taking shots at AK and Durk in a series of since deleted tweets from his personal Twitter account. 6ix9ine and literally everyone. There's no way we could talk about beef without mentioning 6ix9ine, and boy oh boy has the rainbow-haired rapper been involved in some fatal beefing. At this point, nobody can take him seriously as he's always connected to some sort of drama. But hey, we can't really blame Tekashi as he really has no other choice to stay relevant other than to become the most hated man in the game, from Trippie Redd to YG and even Juice WRLD. But his most notorious beef comes from the likes of Chief Keef. The beefing started surrounding some drama involving female rapper Cuban Doll, who allegedly had relationships with people from Keef's crew. Word went around that Keef's crew was mistreating her. 6ix9ine, who was on good terms with her, decided to step in and diss Keef and the Glow Gang. Tekashi and Cuban Doll went as far as pulling up on O Block to disturb things. Adding more fire to the flame after the beefing settled down, 6ix9ine ended up hooking up with Chief Keef's ex. He recorded the entire thing on camera, taking Keef's ex to the Gucci store and splurging on her. 6ix9ine wanted to stir things up once again, but this time by making Chief Keef jealous. While the beefing has settled down for the most part, 6ix9ine still finds way to subtly diss other artists any chance he gets. Lil Durk and King Von vs FBG Duck. Lil Durk and King Von's beef with FBG Duck ended with Duck's life being taken. You see, it all started over a long-time gang rivalry. FBG Duck was a higher up in his gang and was known for dissing his deceased ops. But when Durk decided to name drop deceased O Block member OD Perry, Durk and Von decided to go all in on the rapper. Von and Durk fired diss tracks at FBG Duck and his gang members for a while as Duck shot back with disses of his own. Their beefing went on for a while, and in an interview with Vlad, FBG Duck opened up about his beef, stating,
"Of course I know motherfuckers want to kill me. I'm a very disrespectful person."
Well, sure enough, Durk and Von had plans of taking his life. FBG Duck went on to continue dissing members of O Block, and that's when things took a wild turn. FBG Duck made headlines after he had his life taken by members of O Block, but it didn't end there as Durk decided to diss the slain rapper on his track, Should've Ducked. It's widely believed that Durk and Von are the main reason behind FBG Duck's passing, and it all started over a little rap beef. Young Thug and YFN Lucci. If you thought the passing of FBG Duck was crazy, you won't believe what happened between these two. Thugger and YFN Lucci have been beefing on the low for many years now, and although their feud is not entirely public, it's taken some wild turns. Their beef started back in 2015 when one of Lucci's friends had his life taken while chilling outside a barbershop, and while the case went unsolved, rumors say that Young Thug's crew, YSL, was behind it all. The beef between Lucci and Thugger didn't make it to the internet until 2016 when Lucci decided to fire some disses at Thug on Twitter, claiming he stole his girl and even going as far as to say he owns her. At first, Thug ignored the tweets, but clearly they were getting to him as he ended up tweeting about how if Lucci wanted attention so badly, they should just collab on a track. But this wasn't enough for Lucci as he fired back with a post taunting Thugger by posting a picture of his daughter. Thug seemed to give up at that point and Lucci stopped as well. That was until Thug dropped his beautiful Thugger Girls album, to which Thug compared himself to Tupac. Lucci jumped in and dissed him in a response stating Tupac would have never worn a dress. Thug had enough at this point, and that's when he absolutely snapped at Lucci in a tweet. Additionally, Thugger took it to live where he threatened Lucci. A month later, Lucci's G-Wagon was hit, leaving 2 passengers injured. Evidence pointed to Thug's crew YSL being the main culprit as the gang went on to vandalize Lucci's property. Thug and Lucci continued to drop disses on each other until the news dropped that Lucci had been sent to jail. While incarcerated, Lucci had his life taken, and it's rumored that Thug was behind it all. Eminem and MGK. Eminem and Machine Gun Kelly's beef dates back to 2018 after M dropped his surprise album, Kamikaze, where he absolutely destroys MGK in one of the tracks. MGK made the mistake of calling M's daughter hot in a tweet, which led to the diss Not Alike, where Eminem roasts him from top to bottom. MGK tried to fire back with a diss track on Eminem titled Rap Devil, but was absolutely blown away with M's response, Kill Shot. Eminem's diss track was so harsh that MGK had nothing to say in response, but even more crazy is that the diss track was enough to cause MGK to fade away from the rap scene completely. Now it looks like he wants nothing to do with the rap scene, and for good reason. I mean, Eminem dissed him so hard, he had to give up his career. Drake and Pusha T. Drake may be known as a soft rapper, but that's not to say that he hasn't had his fair share of feuds during his career, most notably his beef with Pusha T. The majority of their beef started when Pusha called out Drake for ghostwriting allegations on Infrared, a cut from Pusha's Daytona album, which dropped on May 25th, 2018. Less than 1 day later, Drizzy responded with Duppy Freestyle, a track on which he name-dropped Pusha's fiancé, and from there, Push dropped arguably one of the most consequential diss tracks in rap history. From out of nowhere, Pusha T released The Story of Adidon, a Drake diss on which he announces the existence of Drizzy's son Adonis and accuses the Six God of being a deadbeat father. Even crazier, the world had no clue about Drake's secret son, and boy, did Drake lose this one badly because his response was no response at all. Drake not only got exposed, but absolutely flamed Pusha T in one of the most intense rap beefs of all time. Drake and Meek Mill. But the clowning of Drake didn't end there, as he was once again called out by rapper Meek Mill. Once again, stemming from ghostwriting allegations. Meek Mill spoke out on the rumors of Drake not writing his own lyrics and even called out Drake for not being a real rapper. Drake decided to answer back, and let's just say he did not hesitate for a second. Drizzy must have been well prepared after the embarrassment from Pusha T because Meek's disses just didn't hit. Drake came back in 2 days with 2 diss tracks and disassembled Meek's whole career. Even Drake's biggest critics announced their support for the Toronto rapper. Meek had called Drake a fake rapper, and he responded with a hit track that put both the clubs and the streets in a chokehold. He tore Meek to shreds, pushing the Philly rapper to a place he's never fully recovered from. Beefing in rap is a whole other world. From ending lives to ruining careers, these were the craziest rap beefs that crossed the line. Let us know in the comments which feud was the most insane to you. And don't forget to leave a like and subscribe because we're dropping videos left and right that you're not going to want to miss. So be sure to smash that like button, subscribe, and ring the notification bell to stay up to date on all things rap.